Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the sunny Sunshine Coast here in Australia, joined today by Anne Carden. Anne, g'day from down under. Where are you hanging out?
Hello, Tom. I am in the States. I'm in Missouri.
Missouri. How's the weather this time
hmm
of year?
It's beautiful today. I actually love it. It's in the 60s and sunny. It's beautiful.
Sunny, clear skies, autumn, right?
It is.
Right, and we're having a very wet spring here. But anyway, enough of climate, folks. Anne's specialty is helping coaches and consultants, which, if you're on my email list, is probably you. She's got more than 43 years in marketing. She started when she was 2, but it's not just marketing. So Anne's expertise is she can apply a strategic view to business growth. Her specialty, yes, is marketing and sales. But 34 years as an entrepreneur on her own. She's built 7 successful businesses. She's sold 5 of them. She's the current owner of 2. So if you're interested in business growth and what it really takes to get to whatever the next level is for you, then it's a pretty good chance that this interview is going to be helpful. And the title of the interview is not just intriguing, but it's also quite compelling. So the title, and it has been nominated, is How to Make $100,000 in a Day. I'm up for that. So let's
Absolutely.
So, folks, there's going to be some general advice here, but there's going to be some specific top tips as well. So, listen up. We're going to kick off the 7 minutes. It's going to start now. And who's your ideal client?
My ideal client is coaches and consultants, typically in the B2B space. They are excellent at what they do and they want to scale.
And what would you say is the problem that you solve?
Most often they are stuck. They're either stuck in their business revenue and they can't grow, or they are stuck in fulfillment and they can't grow.
Oh, that's interesting. Or could be, yeah, get the try. You got both of them. So that whole fulfillment thing you just snuck in there. So some of your clients are people who are actually doing reasonably well. Thank you very much. But they're just not feeling like they're fulfilled in their life.
Yes. They want to grow their business, but they often feel like if I grow, I will be working more. That's not the case.
Okay.
Or they don't know how to leverage things in a way that where they can make more money and grow their business and actually get more freedom. So I help with everything in the business.
Interesting. Thanks for that, Anne. Question 3, what would you say are some of the typical symptoms that your ideal clients are experiencing before they find you? And we've talked about the big picture stuff, which is the lack of revenue growth or the lack of fulfillment. But what else is going on in their business or their lives where someone listening to this could think, yeah, that's kind of what's happening for me?
A lot of times they are starting to maybe burn out. They're getting exhausted with all the things that they're doing, or they're working too much in their clients' businesses. They don't see a scale. They don't see a way to scale really. They can't take on more work and they don't want to build a big team. I work mostly with coaches and consultants who want to have a really strong boutique business. They're not looking to have a multi-million-dollar business. They want something more boutique.
Okay, but so it sounds like they are the product that without them nothing happens, right? So
yes,
so there's that whole feeling that the weight of the world is on their shoulders because if they're not, and so potential burnout issues, potential issues of working too long and working too hard, but they've got something that's gold. Their clients love it. They just need to scale it.
Right.
This question 4 is when these folks wake up one morning and they go, okay, I need to change. It's not scalable. I'm burning myself out. My clients love me, but it's just too much. They're going to try things. So what else would you say some of the common mistakes that people try when they're trying to grow and they're trying to scale, they're trying to get more fulfillment, which is probably never going to work?
Yeah, one of the big mistakes that I see more than anything is they stay on sort of the feast and famine revenue roller coaster. They don't have any kind of marketing system in their business.
Yeah.
they're not consistent in their marketing. So they get clients, they're good, and then they get busy with fulfillment, and then all of a sudden they're not marketing any longer, and things start to go backwards, or they lose some clients and they're back down again. The other thing is often the way they are structuring their business model and their sales process, not just their marketing, but their sales process, it's keeping them stuck in revenue as well. So maybe they are
Hmm.
not. So one of the things that I help people do is often get paid in full client, for their clients, which drastically increases their cash flow. Here's what that would look like. You bring in a $50,000 client and you get paid in full. You only need two of those to have a $100,000 month. If you did that month after month after month, so it's a very different model. It's a very different way of doing things.
And I'm sure that you've got a whole sort of goodies bag of that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you've already given folks an idea, which I think could be exceptionally valuable, which is to restructure how you not just how much you charge, but how you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And very often, folks, when the clients ask you what the price is, it's simply a matter of telling them the way you want to be paid, and they'll go, "Oh, okay." So let's go to question 5. And do you have another top tip? It says we've talked a lot about the problem and the mistakes and the symptoms. What else can someone do that it's probably not going to solve the whole scalability issue or the whole fulfillment issue, but it might take them another step in the right direction?
Yeah, one thing that they can do is how can they use a more one-to-many approach? And a lot of consultants and coaches don't want to use this because they're not looking to do cookie cutter kind of coaching. They don't want to work with 100 clients. They want to work at a higher level, higher touch. But what I always tell them is you can still get paid really high fees for a one-to-many. It's just a one-to-many might mean 1 to 6 or one
Right.
to eight. You're talking about small cohorts versus something bigger. And so when you do that, you can work at a premium level. Retreats is another way you can scale with retreats where you're bringing in people at really high fees. There's so many ways to scale your business to
Right.
leverage your time where you're not giving it all away.
And and folks, let me just add to that. A lot of people think, well, I'm going to coach a group of people. I need to charge less. In fact, very often you can charge more because your participants are enriched by the voices and the experiences of the other people in that group. Uh, in other words, the right person for this is a person who appreciates and values the group. So don't think you have to drop your fees all of a sudden. So that's a great top tip. Aspirational for many folks, I know, but it's achievable. Let's give them even more. Where can people go to find out more about how to do all this? It's a free resource.
Yes, I have a free whiteboard training that I've done. It's 30 minutes long, and I literally walk you through how you can get 50K to 100K plus months and days. And it walks you through the entire process. And I can almost bet you will see some gaps that you
Right.
have where you could do things differently to simplify your business and make more.
Where can people go to get that?
Expertinu.biz.
The www.expertinu.biz.
You.biz. Mm-hmm.
And the title there is Supercharge, Scaling Up Your Business, Ready to Unlock 50 to 100K months and days. So that's going to, I think, really fill in a lot of gaps for you folks. And thank you for that. The last question. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
You should have asked me if anyone can do this.
And
And
the answer,
so
drum roll.
the answer is if you are great at what you do and you really know your stuff, yes, you can do it. You just have to restructure things. So many people think they can't do this, but it's not true.
And yeah, and very often it's just a matter of folks having someone like Anne to guide you through the process, the steps, one step at a time, because it can seem like a really big obstacle if you're going to shift from the one-on-one in the weeds coaching or
Mhm.
consulting approach to something that's more scalable. There's a lot of, well, how do I do that questions that come up. And I'm simply pointing this out that you should go to expertinu.biz, and if it more makes sense, reach out to Anne and find out about working
Absolutely.
together. And we're not on any sort of affiliate commission arrangement here, Anne, are we? I'm just interviewing because I
You're
think
just sharing my
yeah,
yes.
the world needs more of Anne Carden. Anne, thanks so much for your time. And hopefully
Thank
folks will
you.
get a lot of value from this interview, but also expertinyou.biz. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.